I thought I would share my low-lying fog box hack. So I start off by getting a big old 70-gallon tub from Home Depot. I drilled some 4-inch holes on this side and on this side. I put some pipe flanges on both sides just in case I wanted to attach any pipe on this side, but at this point this probably wasn't necessary for me to put the flange on this side, but I figure I would just do it while I was installing it. And then this pipe right here is where the fog machine right there is going to be blowing the smoke through. This right here is a pond mister. This has a 12 head, 6 on each side. They make them in different sizes. This one I believe was the biggest one I can find. So what I like about this one is this idea, because it came with these floats, so it'll always stay perfectly at the correct level that it needs to be to create the mist. There's some other YouTube videos I saw where they had to put a tub inside this tub, and you have to have a pump pumping into this tub, and having this sitting on a stand, to stay at the optimum level. Here I can put a bunch of water in here, and this thing will always float as the water drops or rises. It'll always stay at the right height. So here it is, doing its thing, just turning it on. You'll see how it starts to create the fog, and then, a mist. And what it does is it takes the dry, hot smoke that's coming out of the fog machine, mixing it with this cooler, wet mist, which makes it heavier, and it makes it want to stay lower to the ground. So then I decided to add, this is what I used last year. I went from my fog box, my machine would sit on here, and I had a tube like that coming out of it. It worked okay. I would just keep frozen bottles of water. That way I don't have to keep buying ice for it. This is only about half full, so when you fill it up, it gets nice and cold in there. And then you'll see it'll just a little bit will start to come out, but I will go ahead and put the lid on, add the smoke machine, and then I will come back and show you the results. Okay, so I got the lid back on the mister box, and what I did is, of course, I had a yellow lid. I painted it black. I cut a piece of plywood here to make a nice flat surface for the fog machine to sit on. I also painted the plywood black. Added a couple of shelves to get the mister lined up with the spout. You want to leave yourself about 2 fingers of space. You do not want to choke it up against there. Just by leaving this space, it literally doubles to triples the amount of fog that comes out. It creates I guess they call it a Venturi effect. So excuse the ugly box sitting on top of the chiller. I just needed something heavy to keep the lid down and push down the really thick weather stripping I put around this box and around the top of the chiller to minimize leakage of the smoke/fog. So here we go. We will give you a test and show you what it does. You can see that the fog is literally sitting on the ground. It starts to kind of go up when it hits the door, and it just comes right back down again. It just hangs out, just pours out of there. This is so cool. So happy with this. I'm gonna add some flat lasers to it, shining on it. And when it gets dark tonight, I will add those and do another video showing you what it looks like when you add a laser to it. But there you go. It just keeps coming out, and it just keeps hanging out on the ground. It's just super, super happy with the results of this. So I will wait till tonight and shoot the video showing the laser, what it looks like when you add a laser to it.